If you had an opportunity to sit in the room with Netanyahu and Obama, what kind of comment would you make, Brian?
Can I bring an Uzi with me?
Oh, sure.
Well, I think that might be one of the problems solved right there. Just open up on them and get rid of them. These people all go back to the Illuminati and all goes back to the Vatican, so this is what it's all about.
We have seen them use their weapons to cause harm before. I saw one report, for example. You're mentioning that some underground sonar was used in order to help instigate earthquakes. Is that correct?
That's right. The West Australian government, which is all as evil as the Vatican is, for that matter, they've just licensed an Illuminati company to start doing the deep sonar exploration again, which was done exactly at the same time when the Haiti quake occurred, which I predicted, by the way. And that was, of course, another HARP operation. And what we have is where the Gulf oil spill has taken place. If you take the same latitude and longitude, take it around the other side of the world, you've got Western Australia. And they will just do the very worst they can do. Now, if you want to go into prophecy, there is a prophecy in Revelation that talks about how the 10 nations will hate the great whore. Well, what is the great whore? Well, America is the great whore in the sense of the way it's been devoured by the Khazar Jews and the London bankers and so forth, stock market, and how they've dealt with every abomination around the world. They will deal with the devil, and of course this is what they're doing. That's why it becomes the great whore. Biblically, it's the female that's rejecting the Lord, Yahweh.
So you're saying that America is the great whore?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's the biggest stick in the world, isn't it? So everything is based on the American currency. Even America rebuilt Europe with the euro, with the euro dollar after the Marshall Plan to make the Europe dollar dominate the earth, and which is what it's done. And now, who financed the wars in the first place? It was the Khazar Jews out of London. Considering the media, the mainstream media is all controlled by the same people. It's all Khazars out of the Rothschilds out of London. So that's where it all comes from. They are Satanists. It's a Lucifer cult. And they are determined to kill off every Jesus-loving person on the planet. Now, that doesn't mean that all the Jesus-loving people that go to these churches are correct, because most of the churches are dominated by Freemasonry anyhow, which is all out of the same Lucifer cult. Freemasonry is a Lucifer cult. And if you want to Google the Lucifer Bible, it comes up with the King James Bible. Then Google the God of Freemasonry, and it comes up with Lucifer. So they're using the Bible as a lure that people go in and pray to the Lord. Now, the word Lord is Babylonian for the Babylonian god Lucifer. What you should be doing is praying to Yahweh. That's the sacred name. So the Jews don't want you to ever use the word Jesus or Yahweh, especially in the same sentence. So when you say the Lord's Prayer, it should be the Yahweh prayer. Then you've got something happening.
Brian says that he has a claim to the throne in England, and so far, Brian, it doesn't look like the Queen is stepping aside.
She's all part of the Satanist thing. I sent in the documentation through the proper channels that are laid out by the British throne, and of course they never expected anyone to show up and challenge them for it. But the reality is that the Queen is a constitutional monarchy, which goes against the actual line of Israel that has to be genetic. And of course, my family is the true line of royalty that has been stepped on, pushed aside, right back to 1296. So we've just been waiting, I suppose, in the in the shadows until this time where the two royal lines immigrated to Australia and then married. There's my mother and father, and then produced myself and my brother and sister. And,
so from both sides of your family, from the Marshall side and the Golightly side, you say that you do have a claim upon the throne.
Well, more than that, it's also the grandmother on both sides of the family also go back to the same line. Goes back right to Ireland, to Scotland, in particular, and the throne of England. So it's four lines.
What kind of response have you got? Do you think that she will step aside?
No, she won't step aside. There's no way. But the point is, what we've done is, with the laws of England, we have sent the information to her, and she has to respond within 21 days. If she doesn't respond, that means she is admitting that I am the true king. However, she hasn't responded. Now, she is dominated by, of course, the advisors to the Queen, but above that, the Freemasons, and above that, the Vatican. And there's all sorts of rumours going around that I'm an agent working for the Vatican and all this kind of crap that they go on with. I can assure you, none of these evil empires have got anything to do with me. I'm strictly saying that I will be taking over the throne. That is an absolute certainty. Now, the people, it doesn't matter whether they believe it or not, it's not an election. This is prophecy. It's biblical prophecy. And if you look at Revelation 19:12, it says that the man that's going to do this will have a new name, and when he gets here, he will tell you what it is. So the Bible is full of references to the throne falling, to the man whose right it is in the end time.